Hello, my little stars, and welcome to episode 2. Enjoy. Let's continue on our adventure. As you walk along the river, you immediately notice the absence of the glistering white of Snowdon. Oh god, am I gonna bump into Undie? I'm not ready. Undie causes me to have, vivid memories of spears trying to murder my ass. Literally trying to murder my butt. So I would kind of not want to run into those, please, if possible. Less is better. Less is more. Less is probably, please no. Please tell me this is something else. You can hear the rushing water, watching as it cascades over the many ledges that line the caverns. Your footsteps seems to hush the whispering static lingering in the air. You walk a little further, eventually reaching a small station. It's reminiscent of a lemonade stand or a hot dog stand. Welcome to Waterfall, and my second sentry station. He leans against the sentry post and flashes a lazy jazz hands at you. Pretty neat, huh? So about the favor, I'm actually looking for my telescope. I was hoping you could help me find it. I know it's somewhere here, and we can cover more ground if we split up. Why don't you look for it up ahead? I'll look for it right here. San stands behind the sentry post, eye sockets barely keeping open as usual. Yep, you go on ahead. Oh my gosh, really? Sans, really? Come on. Okay. Alright. I see where this is going. I'll let you know if I find it. Annie slumps over the counter, face down. Upon closer inspection, you can hear snores rumbling from his skull. You decide to press on without him. You continue on through the waterfall caverns, and the rushing and crashing at the falls calms and quiets into a whisper. The silent sound of static shuffles through the air. A soft glow emanates from the rocks and the water in a strange faded luminescence that dances across every surface. You stop to admire the blue light as it reflects off your skin. Just then, a voice rings out. I'm great, and this is me yelling about how great I am. I'm great, and this is about me yelling about how great I am. You observe your surroundings, but you don't notice a soul. Another voice, meeker in tone, mumbles across the water. I'm great, and oh. I'm great, and oh. You could have sworn the voice was right next to you. And that's when you notice the flowers. All over the marsh are blue flowers. Some are grown by the water, some along the cavern paths. They glow with the same faded luminescence. You notice 2 of them that continue to repeat the words you just heard. I love echo flowers. But eventually, the voices fade away as the flowers gossip to each other, and no one in particular. You remain still, listening to the whispers as it blends in with the babbling of the water. But then you hear another flower softly speaking up above the static. Hi-oh. What? You tiptoe around trying to find the flower. Hi. Behind you. What? Oh god, my PTSD is kicking in. Oh god, it's Undie. Please be friendly. Please be calm. Please don't be over the top and want to murder me. You whip around only to find a menacing figure stalking his prey. Wait, why is she stalking me? Don't stalk me. The silhouette smiles, teeth glintering. It takes a step forward. Oh no. And then another. Oh no. And then another. Oh my goodness gracious me. Some people would be running by now. Until it bolts for you. Wait, why is she running at me? She grabs you in a headlock. Whoa, hold on, lady. And then you feel a fist rubbing into the top of your head. Oh, good lord. Welcome to the underground, punk. The figure lets you go, erupting with a loud, unruly laugh while you stumble backwards and probably possibly wetted yourself. You should have seen the look on your face. That was priceless. Hey, Elvis, come over here. It's a human.
Hi. Oh my god, I didn't think I was going to meet you so soon. I'm actually not ready for this.
So you must be the human that the Queen texted us about last night. Nice to meet you. I'm Undie.
And I'm Dr. Alphys. Sorry for all the screaming earlier. The echo flowers probably didn't help either.
Alphys, you weren't even screaming. We gotta work on that. Hey, you okay, punk?
I told you the nooging was a bit much.
Lighten up, human. Don't look so terrified. I'm not gonna fight you. Unless it's a fight you're looking for. I don't know about this. I don't want to fight. I'm kind of scared. Let's not. I know she wants to spar. I know, and I would love to spar, but I am someone who doesn't like fighting. She wants me to say let's spar. Let's not. You tell Undie you don't want to spar with her. She reflects as her first, bringing them to her sides. Good decision, punk. You probably couldn't beat me anyway.
Undie, don't be mean.
It's all in good fun, just some good-natured smack talk. You know what? Maybe you can help us out. We're in the middle of some confidence-boosting exercises for Alphys here. Honestly, you're lucky you're seeing her at all. She rarely leaves her lab nowadays.
Well, I mean, I just have so much to do, and...
Hey, it's okay, it's okay. She puts her arm around the scientist, squeezing her against her side. I'm proud of you for stepping outside with me today.
You are?
Of course I am. That's a huge accomplishment. Isn't that right, human? You open your mouth to speak, but Undie slaps you on the back before you can say anything. Of course it is! Anyway, like Alphys kind of mentioned earlier, these echofiles repeat whatever you say, so we've been using them to fire up with positive words shouting on repeat. Like this, watch. Undie towers over a nearby flower and takes a deep breath. Alphys is awesome and smart and passionate. Oh my goodness, look at Alphys' face. Alphys is happy. She's in waifu's town. She is happy as can be. Gosh bless this one. She is so cute. Look how happy Alphys is. I feel... You deserve all the praise, Alphys. You are just so adorable. She needs to be protected. She's one of those little waifus that she just needs to be protected. She's a precious bean. Probably has nothing to do with the fact that I absolutely adore voicing Alphys. Oh my goodness. Moving on. We need to continue. Alphys is awesome and smart and passionate. The flower starts yelling the same words until they fade into the swishing of the waterfall. With a grin, Undie turns to Alphys. Now's your turn. Say something nice about yourself.
I'm really nothing special.
Just try.
Alphys fills her lungs with as much air as she can, and then with a crack in her voice, she squeaks. I'm Dr. Alphys, and I'm fine. I'm Dr. Alphys, and I'm fine.
Isn't that what the guy says from the human lawyer game you played?
Well, it worked for him.
Maybe we need a new plan of attack.
Maybe we could try again tomorrow.
I've got it! Alphys, you're passionate about all the nerdy crap you love. That's one of the reasons I think you're so great.
Really, Undie?
And I think that's the key, to have passion behind your words. You've got to draw passion from you're already passionate about. Like Mew Mew Kissy Cutie. And those little packets with the pasta that's not pasta.
Instant noodles? Yeah, that. And when you've channeled all the energy of everything you love, then you gotta proclaim your love for the most important thing to you. How did I? Your soul. Okay, Di. I'll try my best.
And if you get stuck, I'm sure the human can help you out. Right, Plunk? The headlock she gripped you in is only allowing you to not wait. She's still gripping my head? Jesus. Please. Then it's settled. And Undyne releases you, finally. Okay, now first things first, tell us about one of those things you like. And put everything you have into it.
Okay. Well, I really love,
Oh. Alphys turns to you, her eyes pleading, searching for any sort of guidance. You utter the words, Mew Mew.
But you don't get a chance to finish speaking. Mew Mew Kiss Cosplay is my favorite!
Alphys is engaged, pure geek mode.
It's really, really touching. It's about friendship and learning to love yourself for who you are. Mew Mew has cat ears, which she's kind of sensitive about, but then she learns it's okay if she's different. That was a spoiler. Well, maybe we can watch it together sometime.
Alphys and I have watched the first one like 50 times already. She really gets into it. I still can't believe you humans have giant swords.
It's the best thing ever. I really, really love it.
Alphys puts her hands to her chest and takes a deep breath. You feel that inside your soul, Alphys?
Yes, and I'm getting sick.
No, that's your unbridled passion. That's love for something you enjoy. And if you enjoy it, that means it's a part of who you are. So if you can love a part of you, you can love all of you. Alphys jumps a bit, clutching onto her arm to ground herself.
I mean, when you put it like that way.
Now take a deep breath and shout your love for the most important thing in your world. Oh my god, that's Undyne.
Okay, I love.
Alphys desperately glances your way, unsure what to say. Undyne. You lean into Alphys and whisper. Her nerves jolt her, and she doesn't even stop to question it.
I love Undyne! I love Undyne! Oh, wait, I do! Oh!
Wait, what?
Oh, Undyne, I might have sort of kind of like you.
I'm sorry, I had to. This is way overdue.
Like, a lot. And I'm sorry if this is really weird or this is too much. You're so cool and you're so strong and you're so confident and...
I love you too.
You do?
Undyne gathers Alphys in her arm and squeezes her tight. Of course I love you, you nerd. I wouldn't be hanging out with you if I didn't like you. Yeah, it's nerdy crap, but it's your nerdy crap. Let's keep loving your nerdy crap. Relaxing her grip, she looks Alphys in the eyes, searching them for something. But, you need to learn to like yourself too. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm here for you, Alphys.
Undyne. Okay, I'll do my best.
That's the spirit. Ah, geez, it's about that time, huh?
Yes, it is. And there's some experiments I need to finish up. And some human history I need to reveal and...
Looping you in one more freaking headlock, and I gives you a good bag noogie. Thanks for helping me with Alphys, human.
Yes, thank you. It was very helpful.
See ya, punk.
Goodbye.
You hear the pitter-patter of their steps and the chitter-chatter of the conversations bouncing across the cavern, until eventually they fade in with the static of the echo flowers. You decide to continue on. You traverse deeper through the caverns. Water droplets trickle on your face, cooling your cheeks. Above you, all around you, the ceiling twinkles in a faded, perplexing twilight. Your eyes look up, but everything is too out of focus for your gaze. Investigating the room, you come across a telescope. How convenient. This must belong to... Looks like you found my telescope. Ha! And you just happened to be here. Sand slides into you, next to you. Where did he come from? You had no idea. Hey kiddo, thanks for finding this for me. By the way, I knew it was here. I just figured I'd nap a bit before finding it. So now that we found it, you want to use it? I normally charge for a premium telescope, but because I know you, I guess I can let you use it for free. How about it? Look. I know what's gonna happen. You take a look through the telescope. But all you see is red. You look to the left. Red. You look to the right. Still red. Pulling away, you can see the world again. Along with Sans impish smirk. You know, red looks good on you, kiddo. I think it's perfect. You raise an eyebrow at Sans, wondering what he means. Walking over to a nearby part of the river, you steal a glance at your reflection. And that's when you see it. A red ring around your eye. You shoot Sans a look, but he doesn't see it. He's preoccupied, cackling his skull off. If you wouldn't take a... If you would have taken a nap like I did, your eye wouldn't be so red. You splash your face with water and rub the marking off. He's snickering twice and he walks over to you. I can't help it, kiddo. You're too fun to tease. With his hoodie sleeve, he gently dries your eye. Aww! It's soft and puffy and it smells like snow. Snow has a smell? And ketchup. Okay, ketchup has a smell. I'm confused by snow. Does snow have a smell? Once your fright is nice and dry, his hand retreats into his pocket. Waterfall is actually really nice. It's pretty, much like a cave. Except for the rocks on the walls and the ceiling are the stars of the underground. And if you pay close attention, your soul can hear passing conversations. Some monsters even make wishes. Some wishes for everyday things like a nice hat or someone to play fetch with. Others wish for deeper, personal things. Company, praise, strength, confidence, freedom. That last word leaves with an exhale, and the echo flower simply repeats it. Once they're done, he continues. Anyway, you want to listen? Maybe we'll hear something juicy. You stay still, trying to hear something distant from the static. Sans looms over an echo flower, examining each petal. A warm sensation tickles your soul. At first, you only hear the ever-present static, but then you hear a Gusmere whispers, a wish, perhaps. I wish. It grows louder and louder. I wish. Until finding the flowers surrounding you echo the words loud and clear. Really? Is that Sans? Did Sans make that? Who made that one? Was that him? You pull away, your head snap in the direction of one Sans the skeleton and his mischievous chuckling. Why are you giving me that look, kid? You don't think it's serious? That's almost secretly triple secret code word serious. Almost. Gosh, it's so hard to read Sans lines when he does stuff like this. I also have other code words that are way more serious. But if I told you outright, they wouldn't be super secret. Mega secret code words with it. Sans, you're making it so hard to read your dialogue, please. Have mercy on me. Okay. So, let's see. Where are the codes? What are the code words for? Sorry, those are classified information, kiddo. It's between me and whomever I tell my code word to. Those are for the people I trust with my soul. Maybe if you're a good enough fart master one day, I'll tell you one. He snorts, trying his best to hold back his laughter while you pout at him. He then shifts his gaze back to the ceiling. To be honest, this isn't the best place to make wishes. I show you where exactly, but I don't want to bore you. Besides, I should get going. You're making me late to my other gig. Good thing I know a convenient shortcut. Shall we? Oh god. Sans shuffles along towards the entrance to the next room. Oh god, you follow behind until your senses are swallowed. When the world returns, you're greeted with the sound of glass clinking and the chattering of soft conversation. San nudges you aside, tilting his head towards the tables. I'll meet up with you soon, kiddo. Why don't you go find us a seat for now, okay? There's something I need to take care of first. Sure, and I'm gonna grab myself something to eat while I'm doing this. Deciding to follow his suggestion, you scan the room for somewhere to settle. A reservation card with the name San catches your attention, and you take a seat just as the spotlight hits the stage at the front of the restaurant. Hold on! This is like Mama Tori's story. We are literally following the sequences, aren't we? A tall, lanky robot claims the light, the beam reflecting off the metal. Hello, darlings and gentle darlings. Sorry about the dreadful wait, but you know what they say. The anticipation can be just as delicious sometimes. After all, tonight we have someone you all know well. As much as I know you hate for me to leave the stage, I'm happy to introduce our very own hilarious Comic Sans. The audience erupts with claps and cheers. And you can't stop smiling as none other than Sans the Skeleton takes center stage. Not this sucks up, Sansy. The robot exits stage right, and Sans walks up to the microphone while he peers into the crowd. Yeah. The audience screams him back in a chorus of, "Hey, Sansy! Thanks for being here, everybody. You know, I thought about canceling today. I was so bone tired. But I think you have a bone to pick with me if I didn't make it the night humorous." The crowd is a mixture of snickers and groans, but the atmosphere is a joyful one with smiles on each monster's face as a testimony to it. Don't worry, there's a ton more than that where that came from. One of the audience members shouts, "A skeleton? Nah, we're the MMT guys, so it's more of a metaton." And so it begins as the laughter of the audience drowns the remaining silence. My, a pun using my... How dare you? Oh, yes. Oh, really, Metaton? Now, before I get into more jokes, there's a serious matter we have to address. Did you know today there was a kidnapping at Toriel's school? What? He's joking, right? He's not serious, right? He's kidding, right? He's not like... Maybe he's telling a joke? A collection of gasps scatter through the crowd, but Sans chuckles into the microphone to calm the concern. Don't worry, everything's okay. The kid woke up. Oh my god, it's a reference to Deltarune, isn't it? The iron breaks once again, the initial shock sparking into laughter, electrifying the room. Speaking of which, I started my day pretty late. Surprisingly, right? Well, anyone who knows me immediately knows that I'm great in bed. What? 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 Sans ends to you with a wink. I can sleep for days. Everyone else doesn't seem to notice where he's looking, lost in their own sea of snorting. What? What? That was a, was that the type of wow, I'm at loss for words. Was that one of the adult jokes? I'm trying to eat ear sounds. Jeez. The back and forth goes on throughout the set, and the laughter never dies for too long, bursting back to life once again and again after each punchline. The smug grin stays fixed on Sam's face regarding the crowd as his playground, and it's a playground he knows exactly how to play in. Eventually, Sans reaches the end of his set, but the rowdy laughter of the audience seems to be far from over. He raises his voice above the noise. Well, that's it for me. You've been great. Have a sensational night. The rain of cackles is met with a thunder of applause, and in the blink of an eye, he's gone. He's gonna be in the chair, isn't he? He isn't there anymore. But the laughter still is. It continues to ebb and flow, crashing against the walls and back into the ocean of the audience. Soon enough, the laughter fades back into the conversational chatter, and you finally have a moment to your thoughts. The events of today play a silent movie in your mind. Some parts stand out more than others, but before you can dwell any longer, someone pulls you from your reverie. Is it Sans? Yeah. Hi. You're looking kinda bonely, kid. Guess I'll just have to join you. Sans takes a seat at the table sitting across from you. Thanks for treating me to dinner, by the way. Nah, I'm kidding. Luckily, I have a special reservation because I performed tonight. This place is so uppity. Even the silverware has to be reserved separately from the table. We don't even get a mint. You stare at the tablecloth and the candle that adorns the table. The candle emanates a peaceful glow, dimming the rest of the room until it's just you and Sans. Why? I'm saving. Where's this going? I'm not ready for this. Am I supposed to brought a drink or something? Just you and Sans. He's not gonna threaten. Isn't this like where he threatens Frisk if you've done bad things during the route? So, what do you think of the underground? It's pretty great, isn't it? The monsters down here, the love they possess, it really makes this place feel like home. You can see it in the way they act. They really do care. Take Tori, for example. Tori really does care about everyone, humans and monsters, doing everything she can to bring hope to all of the monster kind. And she's compassionate towards any human that falls down here. And Dai is pretty fierce, isn't she? Even if she's not the captain of the Royal Guards anymore, she still keeps that passion on full display. After all, she's trying to keep everyone strong and motivated. Especially Alphys. Really tries her best not to lock herself away in her lab. You can tell there's something weighing heavily on her mind. But she's pushing her research effort in order to bring monsters back to the surface. And Papyrus, well, we already talked about that. My brother is the coolest. He just wants everyone to like him. And what about you? They all seem fond of you. Got a certain tenderness in your soul. I like that about you, kiddo. Hey. You've been really quiet. Why don't you tell me what's on your mind? You try to steady your breath and clasp your hands under the table. Right now, the tablecloth is the most interesting thing. You focus on it while your mind wrestles with the idea of even speaking. Okay, I love you, but we don't even know if we're friends with Sans yet. At all. But why have we got this option? I'm glad we're friends. You think about all the pranks that Sans pulled on you today. The spark in your soul, and soon enough you're smiling to yourself. Which bursts into giggles, which blossoms into laughter, and this song becomes a duet when Sans chuckles along. Kid, what's so funny? You tell Sans that you're glad you're friends and you're happy you met him. You smile widens. Well, I'm glad I met you too. It's been fun. And hey, maybe we can do this again sometime. I mean, you're gonna be stuck here a while. Might as well make the most of it, right? Sans gets up from the table, his hands retreating back into his pocket. Well, I'm gonna get going. This place is too fancy for me. It's Marathon's hotel, though, so it's supposed to be fancy, I guess. But can you really call this a hotel? You snicker and say you don't know. You didn't receive a mint on your pillow or anything. Sans snorts, laughing with you once again. It fills you with determination. And though the laughter eventually fades, you're left with the radiating feeling of his soul smiling. Take care of yourself, kid. Because someone really cares about you. Pfft. You only sit there as Sans takes his leave, and he disappears once he's far away enough. But you swear, as he was walking away, your soul could still feel him glancing back at you. Ah! Where did you come from?
You just want to be friends with a smiley trash bag?
Jeez, you must be really desperate.
Well, if that's all you want, then I guess you've got it. Congratulations. Nothing more for you to do. I'll be over here when you decide to change your mind. Because I'm 9% sure you will change your mind. Let me tell you something about the skeleton. He doesn't leave his soul vulnerable. I would know. I tried to rip it apart. Hasn't worked out. I know he won't bare his soul to me. After all, why would anyone let their guard down around someone without a soul? But you and your soul, you're different. There's a trait beyond your determination that I can't quite place. I bet you anything that somebody tries to notice it too. And if that's the case, there might be a chance for you. He just might let his guard down. You know that second chance exists in this world, right? The ability to start all over again? The power to reset, if you will. I wonder how you'll use it.
What? Oh my goodness. So now I can reset it again. What happens if I continue? Okay, it takes me there. So he wants me to reset. Because we'll sound remember. Oh my goodness, how long is this? Am I supposed to reset but nothing bad really happened? I'm gonna have to deal with Flowey being annoyed at me. Okay, so he wants me to reset. Because obviously I can't really continue. There's nothing here to continue from. So I need to reset. Okay, so I'm assuming he wants me to do this. Okay, we'll see. Does Sans remember? Okay, you finally wake up after being unconscious for who knows how long. The room is quiet, save for the rustling of the golden flowers beneath you as you sit up. You sit still, taking your surroundings. Wait, the rustling of flowers. Though you're sitting still, the rustling of flowers continues. It seems to be getting louder and louder as one flower in particular turns to you with a smile. What do you want?
Howdy. I'm Flowey. Flowey's the flower, but you already knew that, right? So, what do you think? That power's something else, isn't it? You better take your chances this time. Oh, and don't feel so special. You aren't the first one determined enough to have the power of resets, and you most certainly won't be the last. Well, have fun! By the way, nice weapon you got there. Maybe you can try reaching that level of 10.
What, by poking you with it? Flowey disappears under the leaves and flower petals. As you stand up, you notice something in your hand, and your fingers gently grasp around whatever it is. Oh my goodness, that is... It's a knife. Where did that come from? You examine it curiously as to how it got there in the first place, but a lingering presence behind catches your soul's attention. It pulses once, a tingling radiating from your chest to your fingertips. A voice addressed you with a single word, and you have no idea what it said. The sunflower in your soul is too distracting. Either way, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. You know exactly who's behind you. In one fluid motion, you turn around to meet him. Don't you know how to greet... Hey there, buddy. Careful where you're pointing that thing. As much as I like to say it's nice to meet you. How about you drop your weapon and, well, my job would be a lot easier. Drop the knife. I don't need it. You drop the knife. You catch it. The cardon of the blade echoes as it falls to the ground. To the cold stone ground. And Sans shoulders slump to his side. There you go. Now you won't have to carry that everywhere. Feeling lighter already? I'm Sans the skeleton. So you're a human, right? Wow. I haven't seen a human down here since, well, since the last human that fell down here. You wouldn't happen to know that human, would you? Actually, don't answer that. It was kind of a weird question. It's not like every human that falls into the underground knows each other, right? Anyway, I pass by here every day to check if any humans have fallen. Is he not gonna address the thought? I have a freaking knife! Don't worry, kiddo. I'm not gonna couch you or anything. I'm just gonna take you to see a friend of mine. I'm sure she'd love to see another human. She used to check the ruins for humans herself. Lately, though, she's been pretty busy. So I've been helping her out, leading humans through the ruins. Huh, that expression on your face. Are you bored? Or maybe you're just tired. I was gonna show you parts of the ruins, but maybe I should just take you straight to the new home so you can rest. I don't blame you. Falling is exhausting, huh, kiddo? Come on, we'll be there before you know it. After all, I know a shortcut. You know, since you're tired and all, maybe you should hold on to me. Shortcuts can be pretty disorienting the first time around. What do you say? Sans holds out a hand to you. Hold on. With a hesitant hand, you reach for his. You can feel the sparks prickling the tips of your fingers, until finally you place your hand in his. The moment your hand touches, you feel your soul pulse. When you bring yourself back to the moment, you know Sans' thumb clasped down on your hand. He didn't do that the first time. He didn't hold our hand. His eye lights can only stare at the point where his hand meets yours. You wonder if his soul felt something too. As if to dismiss your thought, he loosens his grip. You nervous? Huh? Don't worry. You'll be fine. Just, don't let go. You walk together hand in hand, and the second you both step foot through the large stone doorway, oh god, we're falling through Narnia again. You fall into the familiar nothingness. Oh, fudging biscuits. Dark, yet darker. You feel like you're floating and falling at the same time, weightless. You try to look at your hands. They aren't there, but you can still feel them. Your foot reflexes find something to grab onto to ground yourself. There's nothing to hold onto. There's nothing, period. But in the blink of an eye, your surroundings change. Your legs buckle at your feet touch the ground once again. You manage to steady yourself right away. Goodness, we are going through this stuff again. Mama, get rid of the yellow flowers. Like, seriously, that would be like the first thing I'd be like, Mom, please. You need to get rid of stuff. Once you get your bearings, you realize that Sans is gawking at you. Huh. I'm surprised you're not even a little disoriented. Have you done this before? Sans, is that you? Hey, Tori, I've got someone I'd like you to meet. Oh, is that so? Hi again, Mama Tori. Hello, Mama Tori, that I've met for the very first time and have not met in a previous run-through. A human? Oh my! She flocks to your side and you feel her very presence towering over you. Why, hello, my child. I suppose you seem to be a lot older than a human child, are you not? Still, I can't help but use that tone of endearment. I hope that is alright. I found the human near the beginning of the ruins. Tori's arms, fuzzy and warm, wrap around you in a protective hug. Is Sans seriously not going to tell her about the knife? Oh, you poor innocent one. Do not be afraid. You are safe here. She lets go, and you finally take note of the cozy home you're in once again. The smell of the buttery pie crust wafts through the air, lingering on your nose. Sans is definitely doing things very differently this time, so he remembers. But before you can get lost in the scent, the girl lady coaxes you out of your trance with her gentle eyes. My name is Toriel, and I'm the caretaker of New Home. She's also the queen. Oh, Sans, this is absolutely no need for formalities. Do not focus on my title, my child. I am just a silly old lady who worries too much. Speaking of, please allow me to check if you have any injuries. I promise I will not harm you. She hovers her hands over you, hesitantly almost, as if you were made of glass once again. Sorry's smile grows thin, and she retracts her hands. You have a few nasty bruises, my child. Did you not notice? Wow, I'm actually bruised this time. That's surprising. You must have fallen hard. Do not worry. I can heal those quite easily. Oh, I wonder why I fell hard. It's probably because Flowey was there. Your hands rest on your shoulders, firm and reassuring. You can feel a cool, tingling sensation as the bruises fade away. Okay, so I actually got injured this time. That is interesting. Your HP is restored. Removing a hand from you, she gives you a gentle pat on the head. There, all better. Looks like you got things taken care of. I should get going. Are you sure you do not wish to stay a little longer, Sans? I have some snail pie left over from this morning if you'd like. Nah, I'm okay. As much as Pie would like that very much, my brother gets kind of crusty without his bedtime story. Your puns are always so fulfilling. Kiddo, you're really spacing out there. My puns can't be that bare bone, can they? It's probably been a long day. Perhaps we should all get some rest. Can't argue with that. Thank you for looking after the human, Sans. Have a good night. Sure thing, Tori. Night. Sans takes a few steps towards the door. You turn to watch him go, and you start pounds a little hard with each step he takes. Wasn't he going to say goodnight to you, too? Or did he already say goodnight while you were spacing out again? The pounding recedes into the background as Sans stops to look back at you. And you feel something flicker in your soul. It's only for a millisecond. Take care of yourself, kid. Because someone really cares about you. What? What? He does remember. Because that's what he said at the end of the other one. And Sans takes his leave. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. He does indeed remember. I am happy as can be. I should technically be eating my food though. I am enjoying this very thoroughly. I'm allowed to have this. I am happy. No one can ruin my mood right now. Tori squeezes your hands affectionately. Well, my child, tomorrow I will be at the ruins on royal business. You're free to explore the underground on your own. I apologize I cannot be with you on your first day here, but worry not. The monsters will not harm you. I'm sure they will get along just fine. You'll get along with everyone just fine. Perhaps you'll become good friends with some of them. For now, however, you should get some rest. It's been a long day, has it not? Come, I will show you to your room. Mama Tori, I am seriously telling you we need to remove the yellow flowers because Flowey is a problem child. Tori takes her hand and leads her down a hallway. All along the hallway are golden flowers, much to my disdain. They're similar to the ones that broke your fall earlier and tried to probably kill you in a previous run-through. Once you both reach the end of the hallway, Tori stops at the last door and leads you inside. Here you are. Please make yourself at home. There are some pajamas on the bed that you can change into. She of course gestures to the same pajamas you wore in the last run-through, but she's not aware. I can wash your clothes, so you have something to wear tomorrow. Also, you'll find a special treat when you wake. She embraces you once again, swaying with you in a silent lullaby. I know it can be daunting being in a new world without anyone you know. Oh, perhaps I can tell you a bedtime story to put you at ease. Go ahead and change into your pajamas. I will be right back with some hot chocolate. Tori steps out of the room, leaving the door open just a crack. You kick off your shoes and change into your pajamas, setting aside your clothes at the foot of the bed. Then you clumsily climb into the bed and pull the blankets over you. Eventually, Tori returns with a mug of hot chocolate. Will she have the same story, though? A handful of mini marshmallows sit atop of a dollop of whipped cream. She hands it to you when you take a sip. The rich, warm chocolate makes you feel like you're drinking a comforting hug. If you're settled, my child, I brought you a story to read to you. It's called The Little Snail in the Big New Town. So it's the exact same thing she read to me. She tucks the covers around you so you're nice and snug, and then she sits on the edge of the bed. Once upon a time, there was a little snail that moved to a big new town. At first, the snail was scared. They didn't know what they wanted to do in this new place. And then the snail felt very lonely. But one day the snail met some very nice friends. They made them feel very welcome. They even met a special friend whom they grew very close to. With these newfound friends, the little snail wanted to explore everything. They watched a movie, they had a picnic in the park, they even got to watch the fireworks on top of a building. And though the town was still very big for a little snail, the snail didn't feel so lonely anymore. The end. With a smile, Tori closes the book. I hope you enjoyed the story. Was the story too childish? Oh, perhaps you already heard this one. I'm not sure if these books still exist on the surface anymore, though it is possible. Oh, here. I was worried I might have bored you. You probably just dozed off. I know you're probably too old to listen to bedtime stories, but I thought it would help you feel more at home. For now, please try to get some rest. I'm going to have to deal with Papyrus, aren't I? Unless Sans actually shows up this time, because the first time Sans was sleeping when we got up in the morning, and Papyrus was the only one here, and he was complaining that Sans was sleeping. So we'll see now if Sans is here in the morning. I will be here if you need me. Good night. Good night, Mom. Did you just call me Mom? Call me whatever you like. After you finish the hot chocolate, Tori takes the empty mug from you. Standing up, she places the storybook on the shelf. Then she picks up the clothes you left at the foot of the bed. Sweet dreams, my child. Good night, Mama Tori. The light lingers a little longer, but with the flip of the switch, they're out. And the sound of the door closing signals Tori's leave. The wave of exhaustion washes over you and finally allows sleep to claim you. Okay, so now, will things be different here? Something is different. There's dotting. There's more dotting. Your chest sobs, stings. You reach out to touch it, to quell it, but you feel a line carve into your hand, deep and burning. You try to reach for your chest with your other hand, and it plunges into a cool, calm pool of water. You take a breath, but no air rushes in. Then you feel so warm your body squeezes tight. And it sounds like a pitter-patter of rain, and it smells like fallen snow. Then the smell and taste of bitter iron cuts through the comfort, flooding your senses. Flowey! Get out of here, you obnoxious flower poop! You feel the world slipped out from under you, only to reconnect seconds later. You've taken the blanket with you on the trip to the floor. It's the middle of the night. At least it feels like it's in the middle of the night. It's hard to tell when the sun has nowhere to seep through. Nothing seems out of the ordinary, but then the aroma of butterscotch and cinnamon awakens your senses. Now, was our character having dreams about what happened in Judgment Hall? Or is Car attacking our character? Goodness knows. My child? Oh, she heard me thud. You realize that Tori is also in the room. She sets something down on the bookshelf and makes her way over to you. My child, are you alright? You have an affinity for falling, do you not? I'm so sorry. She kneels by you, scooping you into her arms. Did you have a nightmare? Oh, did I wake you up? I'm sorry if that is the case. She lets go and moves to sit on the edge of the bed. You follow her, your legs dangling over the side. My child, I worry about you. You've spaced out quite a bit since you arrived. Oh, does she think I've hit my head? Maybe I've hit my head. And now it seems your dreams cause you to launch yourself from your bed. She cups your face with her hands, her fur warming your cheeks. Then she returns her hands to her lap. Is there anything you wish to speak about? Menu. Was it Sans though? Snow was definitely, the smell of snow was Sans. I dreamt I was killing everyone. What? Oh my god, I was dreaming I was killing her. Why would I'm okay, I just need I was dreaming of Sans. Perhaps you can stop yourself. His name leaves you in a sigh. That's all you can manage to say. The rest of it hides behind the curtain of your mind, too scared to be shoved into the spotlight. but a single name is enough for Tori to peek behind the stage. Go on, my child. I am here to listen. I won't judge you. You fold your hands in your lap, your thumbs fidgeting. You figure you might as well tell her. I keep thinking about him. Even though technically you've just met him, this is a bit freaking awkward as hell. No. I keep thinking about him. I think I'm in love with... She only just met him, so it's gonna make little to no sense. I keep thinking about him. You saw Tori, you can't stop thinking about him. Tori can't help but giggle. I don't blame you. Sand leaves quite the first impression, does he not? He knows just the right way to tickle everyone's funny bone. When I first met him, he told me a barrage of knock-knock jokes. I couldn't help but take notice of him. At the time, I didn't even know what he looked like. We were separated by the door to the ruins. But even if I couldn't see him, I knew that he was a great monster. Sometimes your soul just knows. This might be a simple scenario for you, and it might be why you can't stop thinking about him. You have the feeling in your soul that he's someone special. He might even be your soulmate. Mama Tori just put the idea into our head. Mama Tori isn't an instigator. Mama Tori wants this. You feel your chest thump. A fondness lighting a tender flame. The word soulmate warms your heart with love. So many thoughts swirl in your head. You can't help but be curious. This feeling was... This feeling in my soul? You asked Tori about the feeling in your soul. It hasn't even been a day, but around Sans you can feel your soul spark, and the sensation runs up your spine and to your fingers until your breath catches in your throat. Mama Tori would know because she was in love with Asgore, so she's gonna know what this is. Tori voices a lull during a distant thunderstorm calms your soul. It's like you feel like a gravitational pull towards him, yes. As if to answer her question, you feel your soul fall forward. You clutch your hand to your chest and give her a small nod. My child, I know this can be intimidating or confusing, especially for a human not used to how souls work in the underground. All the sensations running through the culmination of your being. It can mean any number of things. It might be the feeling of being around a soul that's special to you. It might be the feeling of wanting to interact with that soul. It might even be the feeling that you've crossed paths with that soul before. In another lifetime, so some might say. What's a soulmate? You asked Tori what a soulmate is. She softly smiles at you, placing a hand on her chest. I'll be honest, my child, it's a little difficult to explain. Regardless, I will do my best. A soulmate is a special someone that you can feel a deep connection with. Mind you, this can be either romantic or platonic. I understand the idea makes it more picture perfect. Like you'll run into each other's arms the moment you find one another. Truthfully, it's nothing like that. At first you might get a feeling, a flicker, a pulse. It's something that makes you stop and catch your breath. It's something that makes you glance back after you've walked away. At that point, you're both not sure. But sometimes that little spark is how it all starts. And if you pay close attention, you just might feel your souls trying to sync in time with each other. Does Sans feel the same? Oh my goodness. Am I really gonna ask? I'm curious. We've only just one though. Does Sans feel the same? You hesitate a moment. Sure, you're feeling these sensations, but what about Sans? You asked Tori if she thinks Sans is feeling the same thing you're feeling. Tori places a hand to her chin, her gaze shifting as she peruses her thoughts. Well, I'll be honest with you, my child. I can't speak on his behalf. I'm not sure what his soul feels, but I can tell you how I feel. When I first saw you, my soul felt like I was meeting an old friend for the first time, so it's possible that he might feel something similar. With that being said, only Sans can tell you how he feels. But don't be afraid to let him know how you feel also. You never know, it could be very well be the spark you both need. She hugs you tighter, her hands rubbing the back of your head as she pulls you even closer to her. Oh my goodness, Tori! I'll always be here for you if you need me. Without a second thought, you wrap your arms around her. All is calm. Your arms circle her as best they can, embracing her protection. The word mom escapes you, and you exhale into the hug. You feel Tori's arm clutch you even tighter, shielding you from the terrible things of the world. Oh my goodness, I have a mom. There, everything is all right. You are safe. You breathe a sigh of relief. She eventually releases you, her eyes searching yours, taking care not to frighten you. Her hand aligns on your cheek. Oh my goodness, Tori's gonna make me cry. Try to get some sleep, alright? You can rest for a couple more hours before the day begins. You nod and climb back under the covers. I swear, Flowey, if you come and bother me in the dream again, I'm going to find you in there and I'm gonna punch you with a stick. Tori gets up from the bed and nuzzles your forehead, drawing the blankets over you. Oh my goodness. Rest well, my child. Oh, good night, Mama. Oh. You hear her footsteps trail away. The closing of the door punctuates her leave. Oh my goodness. And after a few breaths, you fall back asleep. Music, stay happy. Music, stay happy. Oh, don't put me back in the nightmare. Come on, please don't. It's morning when you wake. Oh, thank goodness. At least it feels like it's morning. It's hard to tell when the sun has nowhere to seep through. Your body feels well rested, continuing to sink into the soft mattress in hopes of staying there. Oh, thank goodness, we are definitely in the morning. As you glance around the room, you notice something up on the bookcase. Pulling out the covers, you slip out of bed. There's a plate with a slice of pie. The aroma of butterscotch and cinnamon mingles in the air. Right next to it are your clothes, washed and folded with a note on top. Be alright. You carefully set aside the note and change it into your clothes. They're soft with a hint of linen and lavender, but the medley of butterscotch calls to you. I didn't eat it last time. I saved it for later. Two for later. You decide to take it with you, saving it for later. Just then you feel the faint presence of someone's soul buzzing about. Is it Papyrus? You slip on your shoes and step into the hallway, curious of whom it could be. Glancing around, all you see are the golden flowers among the grey tones. There isn't anyone here. You decide to walk down the hallway until you reach the foyer. I swear, Flowery, if you popped up in here at any point, watching my doors asleep, we're gonna have problems. With each step you take, the energy of the soul's person gets more and more boisterous. It's Papyrus. Until finally it booms loud and clear. Lady Asgore must have left already. I'll just go ahead and... Oh my god! Is that... That must be... It is! Oh my god! Hello, human. It is very nice to meet you. I, the great Papyrus, captain of the Royal Guards, have been expecting you. I have been awaiting this very moment since yesterday. Do not worry, I'm not here to capture you. I'm only here on very important royal duty. I was watering the flowers. My brother Sam was supposed to be here with me. He told me he'd introduce me to you. However, he was napping all night and into the morning as usual. Who needs 7 hours naps a night? Are you awake, human? Your eyes are glazed over without focus. Well, I've got just the thing to wake you up. But first things first, would you care to go on a date with me? By date, I mean friendly friends, Jane. As friends. Wait, we can't have a friendly friends date. I can't do this. Unless we're friends first. I will correct this immediately. Human, will you be my friend? Yes. Yeah, we're friends now. Hangout start. Without Papyrus snatches your hands, runs you out the door with you in tow. The world changes around you, turning into a wonderful wonderland of snow, framed by the tall pine trees. Okay, so we didn't see Sans. I'm a little disappointed that Sans didn't show up then. But we got progress. I'm happy with that progress.